Hey, hello, welcome to another episode of Stay Hydrated with my sister Elizabeth Hall.
And my brother Christopher Hall.
What's going on?
How are you?
Yeah, I'm good.
Chris is just sipping on an iced Americano, if you can hear that.
And I'm also going to my dash water. Dash water, if you want to work together, I really, really drink you every day.
I drink dash waters every day. And what I'm going to say is, you saw it, Chris. I wanted some luxury this summer.
Yeah.
And so I turned the top shelf of my fridge into a sort of sparkling water haven.
Yeah.
So I had dash mango, dash peach, dash blackcurrant, dash cherry.
Yeah.
Incredible. Then I had liquid deaths.
Yeah. And what's fun is that because we've spoken about it a few times, you are sober.
Correct.
So it's nice creating a real event around your soft drinks.
It is. And honestly, it's such a relief
and
to
it looks like a mini bar, like it's like, or it looks like like the way you've done it is like, you know, like a fridge behind a bar.
Yeah, dare I say it's chic as fuck. And it's a real relief to be downing sort of 6 mango dashes over 6 margaritas.
Yeah. Anyways, what else is going on? You now live with Lee. You live with your girlfriend.
I live with my girlfriend now.
What's it like living with a boy?
I have to live with a boy. It's obviously amazing.
Up. We now don't live together anymore.
I know, the fuck. Thank God you're moving sort of within like a 5-minute radius. That's not a joke. Chris is literally moving within a 5-minute radius of mine and my girlfriend's house.
Yeah.
Thank God. But no, it's been incredible. I mean, she just like rocks and is like really chill and like nice and kind and like, so.
Yeah. It's a real contrast when you live with me.
Well, I feel like I could honestly.
Kidding. Being silly.
It's just a very different vibe, isn't it? Obviously. But I think like also our mum made the point, and I was talking to her about living with you. And I wasn't bitching. I was being really positive. The way I'm setting it up, it sounds like I was bitching to mum about you, but I obviously wasn't.
Right.
I would never.
Well, I was
do
bitching
that.
to mum about you too.
Well, I was bitching to
dad about you. I was also bitching to dad about you,
yeah,
and
well,
to Louise.
Dad said you're an idiot.
Well, Louise said you're a bitch.
Louise said I'm her favourite sibling.
I nearly said Louise said you're a
cunt. Louise would never say that. Anyway, the point is, I was saying to mum, and I was talking about like, it's been so lovely to live with Chris. It's been really fun to like have this time together, and like I don't think either of us thought we were gonna. Oh, sorry, I just spat on you. I'm on the mic. Sorry, James. I don't think either of us thought we were gonna have this time together. And then she made the point of like, well, actually, like we did miss each other. Like it's not like we like grew up in the same room and like on twin beds. Like you were actually quite a jump older than me. Yeah, which meant that. Yeah, we didn't have that much time living together as like teenagers at all. So it has been really fun. But also we've kind of, I feel like we almost had to live through those teenage years to then be like, okay, now we're like 2 adults living together.
Yeah. And I think it's great. I feel it's a nice new, we do this together. We do other bits and bobs together. It's cool to take out the roommates.
It's okay to take out one element of an all-consuming friendship.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
But I wouldn't change it for the world.
Okay, I'm going to have to tell you something.
What?
I'm so sorry.
What?
I watched the first episode of Survivor Australia versus the World.
You're actually a fake-ass fucking bitch. You're actually a fake-ass fucking hoe. You're a fake bitch.
I'm so sorry.
You're so crazy for that.
I know. It was John.
And guess what? I've never fucked with him. Yeah. Guess what? I never fucked with him, and I knew there was something fucking sick in his fucking head from day one. Fuck John. The fuck? So me and Chris, our show is Australian Survivor. We've been going like, I can't wait to watch Australia versus the world together. And you fell at the first fucking hurdle. It's been out for about a week.
I know.
Well, I hope you and John watch that and live a long and happy life together.
Why don't you watch it as well, and then we can just...
Yeah, I'm going to watch it with Lee.
Yeah, and then we can meet.
No, you're not supposed to do that. You fucking freak.
No, but the we are watching together is... we're currently watching not Bloodwater. What are we watching?
Some dumb, stupid season that is not as cool as Versus the World.
Oh, Heroes Villains. Heroes, villains.
You were on
No, but I watched the first episode. I didn't watch the other
crazy
ones.
thin
Didn't watch
eyes.
the other ones. Shout out Shoni. Shout out Parvati. Shout out Sari. Shout out Sarah. Shout out Janine. Janine, the
Boost.
CEO of Boost Juice.
Have you ever fucked with Boost Juice?
Boost
yeah, then you
Juice.
fuck with Janine. Janine.
We wanted to make a juice, a smoothie that was super healthy as as it possibly could be, but then also affordable. We came up with Boost Juice.
And guess what?
Actually,
we did
but the actual, the healthy, yeah, we didn't, because the healthiest one tasted like shit.
That was my favourite bit. So the owner of Boost Juice, the CEO of Boost Juice, owner, founder, CEO, CFO. No, I don't know.
Actual
boss
lots of
bitch.
people. The word girl boss gets
Yeah,
thrown
yeah.
around a lot, particularly in the last 6 to 7 years.
In 2015.
If you want to talk about a girl boss,
It's
Janine from Boost Juice. Okay, it's actually no one else. It's no one else. It is Janine from Boost Juice.
You can't even say Boost Juice without going Boost Juice.
Boost Juice.
You can't do
Boost.
it.
But then I remember.
But
sorry.
no, wait. But she literally at one point does I think it's maybe in a talking head, she goes we wanted to make the number, and I hope everyone's familiar with Boost Juice. They kind of had a moment here in London, and then maybe they're still here, but they've kind of gone.
There definitely was one in Liverpool Street Station.
Yeah.
I think it's still there.
I think so. But anyway, so she talks,
Every street corner in Australia.
she does this talking head where she's like, we wanted to make the best smoothie ever and one that you just know is the most healthy out there on the market. But obviously, then we had to actually make it less healthy because it did taste like shit.
Yeah. The healthiest smoothie you can make. Oh, you
healthiest
can make
smoothie.
a healthy smoothie. You
Just-
go ahead. It will be healthy, but it won't taste good.
It
won't
actually
taste,
did taste like shit though.
It won't taste good. It will taste like
Yeah,
grass. and
Boost
earth.
Juice. So you're a fake ass hoe, and you
Oh my
started
God.
watching.
When
show.
I saw when I did Adelaide Fringe last year, and I was on the plane with Ruben
Yeah.
K. Shout out, and Ruben was so hungover, and I was really, really ill. I had a cold.
Okay.
And I was like, oh my God, I really don't want to get Ruben, who's a performer and was performing at Melbourne and everything. I was like, he sat down, he was like, I'm so hungover. And I was like, oh my God, hilarious. And I was like, I'm not ill. Don't lean in though, because I just didn't want to get anyone ill, give anyone a cold. Anyway, we got to Melbourne Airport and we saw this heavenly beacon of Boost. And he was like, should we get a Boost Juice? And I was like, I'm going to get 3 of the ginger, carrot and oranges, please. And it did
Yeah.
sort me out.
Yeah, because she made the second healthiest smoothie
second
on the
healthiest.
market. Do you remember also when Janine kind of went and this makes her sound kind of like a bitch, but it was really important that she said it at the moment in the wilderness. But I can't remember quite what she says, but she essentially goes I mean, I'm not worried. I don't need the money.
Yeah.
And it was
And they voted her out and she was like, all good. This has
no
been
worries,
super
I'll
fun.
see you.
I'm all good.
I'm good.
I'm a girl boss.
Have you heard of Boost Juice?
Have you heard of Boost Juice? Ask for
CEO.
smell. Janine. But maybe if you watch episode 1 and then we can then I'll pause and won't watch anymore.
Yeah, I'm sort of wondering where we're at with sort of you and John breaking up. I'm sort of John, mate. You were in.
Yeah.
You were in, bro. You were in the inner fucking circle.
Right.
Do you know what I mean?
Right.
I expect this stupid motherfucker to let me down. I don't expect you to let me down, John. Okay.
If Shani wants to come on the pod, you have Janine, Shani, and Parvati, and Sari actually. Sari.
We'll take out a loan to pay for your flights.
Yeah. Sari, 3-time player of Survivor US, and sorry, spoiler, winner of Traitors US 1. Come on the pod. The best player to never win, unless maybe she wins Australia versus the world.
Stay tuned.
Yeah. What else has been going on? What else what are you listening to this week?
What am I listening to this week?
I'm listening to K-pop Demon Hunters on repeat, baby.
Chris is listening to K-pop Demon Hunters.
Also, Diana Vickers' new song, Ice Cream. Diana Vickers,
Ice cream, you
best
scream.
friend of the pod. Go stream Diana Vickers' Ice Cream.
I have a yes, please do. Diana, I'd literally like fall on a sword for you, but like in like a fun sort of casual way,
like a
fun, friendly,
a prop sword,
like
a stage sword,
but also,
yeah,
exactly. I have, Chris, I'll tell you what I've been listening to this week, but I'll tell you in a series of clues.
Okay.
I was listening to an album that was one of the 5 albums you gave me in like 2009 to listen to.
Mm-hmm. Kelly Clarkson, All I Ever Wanted?
No.
Okay.
This album came out in 2007. It's a boy band. But it's a band. Like they play instruments and shit.
McFly? No, why would I give you that?
What the hell?
Rooster?
No.
Oh.
It came out in January 1st, 2007.
And it hurts
No.
too much.
And it
really doesn't matter if I never gave a fuck about you. Give me something to believe in, 'cause I don't believe it's true anymore. Maroon 5. It won't be soon before long.
Yeah. That is the album I've been listening to this week.
Amazing.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's so good.
It's so good.
Good night. 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 Hope that this turns out alright. Whoa, that is such a good album. I loved also the one with Rihanna. It was obviously great.
Yeah. Wake up, caught you in the morning with another man in my bed.
Not falling apart, better that we break. Honest, babe. It hurts, but it might be the other way.
Apparently, Maroon 5, like Adam.
I won't go home without you.
Yeah, it's huge. Adam Levine apparently said that the new Maroon 5 album, he's like, we're just getting back to basics. It's just me and the boys in a room. And I was like, bitch, to be fair, like.
It was good when that happened.
Je fuck with the album, so.
Is he a bit problematic?
I think he's like a bit of a prick, but I think.
Sort of half DM'd girls that weren't his wife.
Oh, is that the tea? I saw that one
when
where
he's dating a Victoria's Secret model.
That's crazy. I don't know. Like, I feel like
looks on everything. Maybe they don't have a spiritual connection. And actually, what do we know? We're just two fools with mics.
What I know is that I probably wouldn't cheat on a Victoria's Secret model.
Right. Also, if you've got a blue tick and you're Adam Levine, like find some other secret people to DM, not like a girl on Instagram.
Girls. Yeah.
Yeah. Feels like you could get girls that aren't Instagram girls that you're DMing.
I think also it's like, hey, I've been a millionaire for years, and then like I feel like that woman jumped on stage and like grabbed him. He went like, ugh, and it was a bit like Adam, but then, and I like really don't fuck with it. But then I also go like, I feel like it's kind of like he doesn't have a hold on reality, and it's like, yeah.
Right.
He like for sure doesn't.
He for sure doesn't.
But anyway, maybe the new album will be good.
I'm excited for the new album. I just want to do a little plug for a comedy show next month. Me and Lee Douglas, your girlfriend, we host a queer comedy night called LGBT.
That's funny. I do that.
And it is at the Two Brewers in Clapham. It is on October 29th. It's a Wednesday. A little spooktacular event for you to come to. Tickets are in my Instagram bio. Our headliner is Catherine Bohart, so it's going to be a great night. So come down to Clapham and say
Irish
hi.
Queen.
Irish Queen. And let's get on to our guests this week. This is another interview that we did in Edinburgh. Sorry, we are dragging out the Edinburgh stuff, but we were there. The show was incredible. It is super, super funny.
So good.
And then has a very, very, very impactful, heart-wrenching end, which we won't, we sort of maybe go into a little bit in our chat.
Yeah, and our chat was incredible. We kind of touch on their show, Chris's show, I think like growing up, being a teenage girl, and then we talk a bit about like racism and their experience and perspectives growing up as brown girls in like a very white world and kind of a very white pop culture moment. But it was incredible, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm. Very, very special. Really, really fun. They're so down. Love them so much. Their show, Mama Told Me Not to Come, is on this week, I believe, Tuesday the 9th of September until the Saturday 13th. So Tuesday 9th till 13th of September at Soho Theatre Walthamstow. So go and get tickets. Go and get them. And please welcome to the podcast, Rubina, Pabani and Poppy J. Brown Girls Do It Too.
Stay hydrated. First thing in the morning, tired and yawning. What you gonna do?
I think we are rolling, by the way.
Yeah, we're here with Poppy and Rubina from Brown Girls Do It Too.
Hello. Thank you for having us.
Thank you so much for you being here. We're very, very excited. We are in Edinburgh. We are about 3/4 of the way through the Edinburgh Fringe.
We have 6 more performances left.
Exciting.
So we can see the finish line.
Okay, nice.
Home stretch.
Home stretch.
Of your show, Mama Told Me Not to Come. How's it been?
Amazing. Yeah. Chaotic, fun, crazy, scary, crying,
Carnage.
laughing, all at the same time.
Yeah, all of it. All of the above. It's been, honestly, I mean, everyone says the Fringe is mad. It's our first run. Mm-hmm. Is it your first run?
No, it's my 4th.
4th, okay.
Yeah.
So we've popped our cherries, but it's mental. Like you're just,
it's like living on a different planet for like a full month where all of the rules of the world and society have changed. Like you can drink every day and it's kind of fine.
Yeah, it's weird if you don't.
We've turned into freshest students.
Oh, right. Yeah.
I've been eating kebabs, drinking Prosecco and smoking like rollies every day.
Yeah.
And I used to be a gym bunny and I used to batch cook and that's fucking got out of the window.
You can't. I came up with the best intentions for this time because like my first one,
You probably did what we did, right? Went mad.
Yeah. First one went mad. Second one was a bit more like reserved. Last year I was like, no, you're coming. Like Chris, you have a class pass membership. You go to those reformer classes. Yeah, it will be good for your mind. It'll be good for walk, get your steps in. Yeah, go to Morrison's, get some food in and like eat at home. I even bought a Tupperware to bring around.
I bought 4 Tupperwares. I bought food from home.
And
I bought protein powder.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, I've got a bag of protein powder.
Okay.
That has it's just sealed on top of the
Chris,
fridge.
I'm
going to carry home a full on the flight. I'm going to fly home with unless I just I
bought paneer from London to cook as like a paneer curry. I bought pine nuts that have not been opened.
Yeah.
Right.
It's just like the food trucks. Look what we're doing.
The food trucks.
Yeah.
Oh, we've tried all of them.
every
Whenever we're
one.
flying, we're like, get a salt and chili chicken, have 2 Aperol Spritz, and then come to our show.
And then the stands give us stuff for free because we're like promo while we fly.
Oh, love.
You make friends with all the bouncers. They love us.
Yeah.
You make friends with all the food truck people. We've tried all of them, bar one. Didn't look great. The guy actually who was there, who sells it, is like, yeah, it's not great. Don't worry. But it's been. I think something Rubina said yesterday, like, when you said to me, like, you go straight into work, it's something that you don't really process till you go back home. Because now you're still, it's like a bubble within a bubble within a bubble.
Yeah.
One of my favorite comedians, Michelle de Swarte, how do I say her name? Is it
Yeah,
Michelle
I think it's Swarte, yeah.
Michelle de Swarte said, Edinburgh Fringe is Notting Hill for white people. But I would go as far as to say Edinburgh Fringe is basically Glastonbury with 25% less drugs. Like, it is.
Right.
It is just, it's like a bubble within a bubble within a bubble. Like, I don't know what's happening in the world right now. I listen to the news every morning religiously.
Yeah.
And I'm just like in my little,
little world.
Yeah.
world.
Yeah.
And it's all it is. It's so, it's intoxicating, but it's all consuming, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially when you're new and you want to make, you want to do something meaningful. You want to get bums on seats. You're just like, oh God.
Yeah. And then you also want to be seeing things, you meet new people every day and they're like, I've got a show, and you're like, oh great. And then you see posters that you're like, that looks good. There's just not enough time.
Yeah, there's not enough time.
Yeah.
Or there's all the time in the world, but you're too busy getting fucking pissed.
Right, exactly. Yeah. Actually, there's quite a lot of time. We can.
Have to.
You have to get out of a schedule. You don't have Yesterday we were ideal flyer candidates. We were like, someone flyer us so we could just see a show right now.
Yeah, but I love that. There's like so many people who are aimless here and like ready to be kind of have their night curated by you.
Yeah.
And that's super cool. And also you can never compare a show to another show. I mean, you can be like, I didn't like that or I did like that, but you can never say that was better than that because everyone is trying to do something so different here.
Yeah.
And they all have different stories about their mental health crisis mostly.
Yeah, it's a lot of like 3 years ago I had a breakdown. Yeah, my one woman show.
Yeah.
Which get into it. I'll be
Yeah.
sat every
Yeah.
time,
Yeah.
front row.
Might
you
help me
know?
with my breakdown. That's all we're doing.
yeah, relatable
Courtney.
content. Honestly, retweet.
One person went, "Do you like lesbians?" And I went, "I love lesbians," because I was walking with Elizabeth's girlfriend who's doing a show, and she was like, "Do you like lesbians?" And I was like, "Hell yeah, I love lesbians." And I think she was a bit taken aback because she was like, "I think you're taking the piss at me," and I was like, "No, genuinely."
Credentials.
I actually know. And then somebody just the other day went, "Do you like?" And I was like, "Kinda." Gave me her flyer. I'll see you there.
Because we see the same flyer at the same time. And Stardust guys with the pink thing.
Oh,
Yeah,
not
yeah.
Stardust. Well, like,
What's the show? Stardust. It's called
They
Star.
basically a sex doll that they take around with them.
Yeah.
Sugar. And this particular, so many families are just like, for fuck's sake, it's not our crowd, and we're like, not either. You know, it's a queer show, so they're like, you look a bit queer, however, but it's like
Yeah.
kids.
It's
they
hard for
can-
us. We try to get brown people. Town, as you can imagine, is quite difficult. We target the brown people. The person walks past and doesn't, and they're like, "No, thank you." We're like racist.
Are you wrong?
When all the-
Do you know what I mean?
but there are Asian South Indians love.
But international Indians.
Yeah.
The Indian Indians.
Yeah.
here.
Yeah,
The British
yeah.
Indians are not here.
They're not here.
Where are they?
In London.
Yeah, or they're on holiday in India because it's the summer. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. But all the Indians in London can come to your show
Yes,
in
it's
London.
In London, in Soho Walthamstow.
Yeah.
We are playing at their refurbished venue, 950 seater. That is
Hell
insane. We're not going to fill that. We're not going to fill
Crazy.
that. We're not going to
Get
fill that.
into it.
Hell yeah.
So you should come, Indians, all the Indians. If all the Indians come, that'd be
All the
great.
diaspora
Yeah,
came,
yeah.
we could fill
We could fill it
950.
out.
Yeah.
So we're there from the 9th of
September to the 13th.
To the 13th.
So
And then
Theatre
it's-
Walthamstow, yeah, incredible
Yeah.
new venue. And it's an old, beautiful old cinema they've converted
Yeah.
into the theatre.
I haven't been to the theatre, but I've heard it's stunning.
It's beautiful.
Yeah. So you've had, if people don't know, they must do, but you've had the podcast Brown Girls Do It Too since 2019.
Yeah.
And how has it been creating something under the same, umbrella or under the same
Yeah.
energy, but a totally different kind of art form?
Yeah, I
the
mean,
show.
we got so lucky because we've seen a lot of podcasts on stage before. And when we were approached to do a live show, I was very like, we cannot do that. Like, we just cannot do that. Like, if you want us to do something live, if we're getting an opportunity to do something live on stage, it would be a waste of us as people to just do a sitting down thing.
Yeah.
Because we had so much more to say and we wanted to say it in like a much more stupid way.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, when we got pitched it, we were like, let's turn it into like a sketch show. And that's like very much inspired from Goodness Gracious Me, which, by the way, is the only thing that we have as British Asians to look at in this country that was successful, that made it onto TV, that was funny.
comedy.
And
Yeah.
that crossed over. Like, white people watch Goodness Gracious Me.
Yeah.
And so it's been amazing actually turning it into a sketch. In fact, we like this bit of it almost as much as we like the podcast bit.
Yeah, the podcast really put us on the map, but creating it into a live show has been, I hate to use this word. I also realised I've just got my lanyard. Should I take that off?
But I don't know. It looks very official. You look very official. I'm at the
Well,
fringe.
Well, I don't know what the continuity edit would be on that. Just boop, gone.
No, take
Take it off.
Okay, get it off. Get rid.
Take it off.
Look, I'm actually just on my way to a meeting. It looks-
Look at me with all my lanyards. It has literally. Oh, thank you. We're basically
so
turned into one
cute.
big brain, one big body.
Yeah.
It's changed my life. Like don't get me wrong, theatre doesn't pay the bills or anything. But God, you guys came to the show, right? It genuinely has made me look at my identity and my brownness and our culture and lean into it and embrace it in a way that I probably rejected for a really long time. And I think, if anything, on this trip, that's what I will take away from, like, I guess how proud I am to be brown. I know it sounds really lame, but like when you grow up, and our show does that, when you grow up brown and everything around you is not not you, you always feel othered and you always want to be this other thing. But now I'm like, no. I'm going to be me.
And also that comedy is like so subjective. And I think for ages we were like, well, you could never do that. Like there's certain audiences that come to the Fringe that will not find us funny. And we've had walkouts. I think that's just normal. That's what every comedian here is going through.
Absolutely,
Yeah. We had a few walkouts yesterday, and I really, because we're not trained performers when you go to theatre school, and it's like you have to really get used to the fact that not everyone's going to be your cup of tea, which I know. I've walked out on stuff. So actually, why the fuck not? Like, you know, if people don't feel it, they don't feel it. Like,
but when they feel it feels so good.
good.
When they feel it, you're like, oh my God, all these people are inside my brain and they're loving it. Sometimes that's quite a stressful place for me, but they're inside and they're having a good time.
They're having a great time, And you two have such, obviously it comes from a friendship, obviously it comes from so long working together, but there's so many lovely moments where the set is like a teenage bedroom.
It's incredible.
And there's just so many gorgeous moments when you two are like just sat on the end of the bed together, or when you're on the inflatable chair and you're kind of just like with each other, where you can just really get such beautiful chemistry and such natural and such like an authentic girl hang, which
it's like a sleepover party. Yeah, we're all invited to a sleepover party.
So wonderful to watch. It was so lovely.
Yeah, I think we didn't realise how great our chemistry was until
thank you
until much later, actually, because there was 3 of us who started the podcast originally, and then Roya left, and then it was just us 2. And actually, when I met Poppy, I was quite like, God, you're quite intense. I don't know if I can speak to you. But if it was an hour a week, it's probably fine for a podcast. But like more than that would just be too much. And actually, we have never run out of things to say to each other.
Yeah.
It's this friendship where like we could literally talk about everything, and we could even have like a 5-hour conversation about the breakfast we had this morning, because we can take it into like a million different directions. And I love the way her brain works because it's so different to mine. Because I literally am like able to say stuff and she'll just say something that I would never say or think.
Yeah.
And then I'm like, that you're crazy. You're batshit crazy, but I love you.
But that's how a great partnership works. It's like together you're stronger because one of you has the ability to say something that you can't, or handle a situation that you can't, but then you know that in other situations,
absolutely,
the other person will be able to handle this one in a better way.
Yeah,
totally.
Obviously as well, because I'm like the baby sister and I'm the baby of the family, and I really lean into that. You know what I mean? And I have since day dot. I can't lie. But I think, and I moved to America at like at sort of like 22-ish. So, and for like 5 years. So Chris kind of missed I've gone from a messy 21-year-old to like, oh, I'm actually now like a 27-year-old and I can like wake up on time, things like that. And so I feel it's been actually really fun over the past 3 years getting to work together, which is probably something we didn't think was ever going to happen, really. And actually figuring out that sort of, okay, I can tell Chris is at 25%, so I'm just going to go like, hello, welcome. For example, the other day, we sort of were in the same room as Rachel Stevens of S Club 7 fame.
Oh my God.
And Chris spoke to her and I did this. And was just sort of jaw on the floor.
Okay.
But Chris
Is that your jaw on the floor look?
That was my jaw on the floor look, if that wasn't clear. Oh yeah, for our visual listener, whatever. But but Chris really sort of went, this is my sister Elizabeth. And I just was able to sort of stand softly in the background and kind of not make a noise. But it has been really fun figuring out and getting to work together and picking up the slack or whatever you would call it, you know?
Yeah, and I get I get anxious in like a good way or a bad way. So sometimes it's helpful because I can be like, quick, we need to do this, this and this, and then tidy this and then do this. And sometimes that's helpful. Sometimes it's really like not helpful. And Elizabeth has a much more calmer energy, which again, sometimes if we need to be, sometimes it's helpful for me to be like X, Y, Z really, really quickly. And sometimes it's really helpful when Elizabeth is like, I'm just going to take care of this in a much calmer way than you will. And I'll like go and like deep breathe behind a curtain and Elizabeth will be suddenly handling something that I'm like, fucking hell. Like, I don't know, like, when did you grow up?
It's like, I totally feel safe with her. There was yesterday or the day before, I was, oh my God, before the brown fever number. I had a fucking coughing fit.
Fever.
And I, honestly, we were on the edge of the bed just about to go into brown fever and she has this link line into the song and I could feel it. I was like, oh God,
it's happening.
It's happening. And you're like, It's so funny. And you're like, oh my God, it's coming. And I could feel it. And then I was like, and then she had to sing my lines.
I had to sing like both parts.
It was like, brown fever, it'll kill you. What a lovely way to drown in pussy juice. What a lovely way to drown. It was just to sing the lines. And I was like, dying, absolutely dying.
I feel like comedy duos is so interesting as well because you don't see it that often anymore. Like it's kind of died out. Like podcasting duos, it's like that's where it's at. And now we're turning into comedy duos. But like French and Saunders, I mean, were Ant and Dec considered a comedy duo? Like those are the ones that like last.
Yeah.
Like really lasted.
Real
because most of them fight and then they're like bye.
Yeah.
That could happen. That could happen.
I know,
That could happen. It could happen. We did say
touch word.
Everyone's like, touch the fucking word.
Just makes the end of the fringe. There is something really palpable about being on stage and really representing yourself. Like I think I was in theatre for musical theatre where you're kind of pretending to be lots of different things and you're sort of doing what the story that someone else has made up, and that's fine. And obviously a lot of the time you're like, you're pretending to be a straight villager or like a very kind of like just not version of you. Whereas I've found with stand up, talking about my sexuality a lot, talking about sex, talking about all that kind of stuff. It is so, it is empowering, and you are like, oh, actually, I'm like, a gay person who does this and that, and saying it on stage feels like...
It's also really exposing though as well, isn't it?
Of course, yeah.
And you feel vulnerable. I mean, I think when we first did it, I don't think either of us knew what the fuck we were getting into. It just was this exciting new prospect.
Yeah.
And we were on stage and we were like brown kids on stage and it was new. And the one great thing about us is we love risks and we love to break glass ceilings, and we just like to try new things. But then we've done a live show I think now for 3-4 years, but there was a moment where I'm like, fuck, with the podcast I was like, it's so exposing. This is literally our lives. There's so much about our lives that we talk about in such detail. And then I've gone, for me, because my parents are really I'm from a conservative Muslim household, I'm now on stage and you can see me.
Yeah.
Because with BBC Sound, it's just a clip. They just clip something, and the clip that they clip is usually PG, so you can't see the whole thing. Whereas now it felt really exposing and vulnerable, but I think I've done a weird full circle, and it's cathartic, and actually I feel like I'm supposed to be doing the right thing.
Yeah, and there's also this idea that like we're talking about being brown girls, which isn't something we call each other. It's something that white people say about us.
Right, yeah.
And so like that feels like when we started the podcast, I remember saying to Poppy, like, this is so regressive. Like, why are they calling it that? Why can't they call it something else? Why can't we just have a podcast name, like another podcast? Why does it have to be brown girls? And now 6 years from doing the podcast, I'm like, wow, it's so important. We've like changed what those two words mean for loads of other brown women that we've met.
Totally.
And they feel like we're in some sort of posse with them. And then I'm like, yeah, we are. Let's create an army and take over.
Yeah,
100%.
totally.
Now's the time.
Yeah, and it makes such a bigger statement, and it makes a real, where there was a gap in the market, or there was not even a gap in the market. It just didn't.
You weren't allowed in.
Yeah. You totally. Just like bulldoze through, which is amazing.
Bulldoze is a good word. I really feel that we did bulldoze some things.
Yeah, I know that. You know this, I'm not telling you anything new, but I also feel what's so cool about the show, you are doing it in like a very white space, the Edinburgh Fringe, but I also feel the message you deliver is sort of well packaged for everyone. Like I feel if you're...
I'm really glad we didn't know this, so it's good that you're telling us.
Okay, good.
Because in London, our crowd is very, everyone's welcome, but it's very South Asian, brown, female. And we were like, how are some of this stuff translate?
And London's so different. London audience is so different to...
Yeah, and I think it translates so well. And I think we're younger than some of the people we saw in the audience, and we are more like... aware. I'm like studying criminology, and like so we talk all the time about colonialism and like and how the traces of it are everywhere. But I also feel your show is just so well packaged in terms of, as a white person, you could understand it. And I do feel, unfortunately, sometimes sometimes someone goes like, we're brown girls, it does sometimes make an older white man go like, well, it's not for me, or it's very challenging.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Whereas I actually think you managed to package it as, we're just telling you the truth, and we're not
We don't want to alienate you.
Exactly.
We don't want to make you feel like the white guy, although obviously we talk a lot about white people and that upbringing, but yeah.
But I just thought it was so good. And I was just sat in the crowd thinking, oh, I think if I was like a 50-year-old white man, if I was my dad, I could sit here and understand it and learn something from it and kind of take that into and just understand someone else's perspective, someone else's hardship. And we obviously are both white. We grew up with white parents. We grew up in quite a white area. And I think I just was sat here and I was like, oh, I think this is actually so valuable for the Fringe, for just like, if it is like an 80% white audience, let's say, like I actually think
we should be on a GCSE module, you know that?
we should.
We had some reviews on the Ed Fringe website and someone said, this has been so educational. One of my best friends, James, he's a white guy. He's known me for 14 years and he was sitting in the front row and he had this like the classic perplexed look on his face, which I know. And he was like, no, I've known you for, I was like, I don't know, did you like it? What the fuck was going on? I did your face. And he was like, no, I just, there was so much I didn't know about you. It's educational for me. Like he's a white middle class posh boy, right? So he was just like, I'm now joining the dots and I get it. I get you a bit more.
Yeah, and I do like to think of myself as someone who makes an effort to not be like, well, I'm okay, so I'm just going to keep. I like to learn and educate and understand. And again, colonialism is just everywhere all the time. But the bit that really hit me, and it was another dot join for me, which I'm sorry if I'm giving a spoiler, but it was when you were talking about Bend It Like Beckham, and you were like, oh my God, we finally have some representation, and we still ended up wanting to be fucking Kiera Knightley.
Yeah.
And that was a bit where I was like, fucking hell, like.
Oh, it goes deep.
Yeah.
Someone said to me, did you want to be like Maya Jama or Poppy Delevingne? I don't know if you guys know Poppy Delevingne.
Yeah.
Skinny. She's basically a skinny.
Cara Delevingne's sister.
Cara Delevingne's sister.
Understood.
Or I should say Cara Delevingne. I'd be like Cara Delevingne.
Yeah.
Like the damage is so, I mean, maybe not now actually, but like maybe 2-3 years ago.
Yeah.
It's like when you grow up seeing not you back at you, it's the drip. It's a 40-year drip effect of what.
But when you're young, you don't see it as damaging because we are fully integrated into the society. So we liked Sugar Magazine, like everyone liked Sugar Magazine.
Yeah.
We watched MTV Base, like everyone watched MTV Base. It's only when we realised there was none of us out there, we were like, why?
Yeah. I also thought it was so interesting, as you were talking about representation, I was looking at the posters on the back and I was like, yeah, they're all like white teenage icons.
All Saints,
you know,
Leo.
like I'm kind of looking at them going like, there's Cameron Diaz, you know, like white women, you know, and
white protagonists. That we, you know, the Coconut Crimes sketch that we do. We did a work in progress in Soho Theatre, Dean Street, and we got this guy, Indian guy from India, and he was like, "There's no such thing as a coconut. It doesn't exist in the same way it does here in the UK." And we were both like, "Oh yeah,"
because in India you just get to be Indian and you're like in the majority.
And you're in the majority.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah, we got him up in that. You know, we get the boy up and the bit of the sketch. So we got him up, and he's like, he was great.
It's interesting because like I feel like when we started to unpack our brownness, and then we talked to our white friends about it, which is something we've just done with the podcast and the show. And you ask someone white, like, how do you feel about yourself in relation to your whiteness? And they're like, nothing.
Yeah, because you don't have like there's such a white privilege of like, not having to overthink anything if you live in this country. Yeah, you're just
we asked our theatre director who we love.
I was like, how often do you think about your whiteness? And he was like, never.
We were like, I was like, whoa.
Yeah.
Amazing. It was,
We're obviously gay and we are very proud of that. We talk about that a lot. There's something about, I think we're quite thoughtful of, yes, like being a minority and then going like, there's a whole other different.
But it means a lot to us because we get brown people coming in because brown people think it's for them, and it is for them. But actually, it's for everyone.
Yeah, of course.
It's for everyone. And if you want to understand women, if you want to understand brown culture, brown culture, black culture is basically, we massively vend. So even loads of my black friends who came was like, yeah, get the code switching, get all of it. So we want it to be inclusive of everyone.
I think we'll know that we have reached a point of success when we get to do something that just has our names on it. And that would be really nice. That would be like great because there were no brown people doing podcasts, and actually then those are the only brown people listening to brown people podcasts. But brown people, we listen to podcasts that have black in the title. We definitely do. And I think, and also we also listen to all the white podcasts. So it's really great to get to a point where like, okay, this is just us and we've made it. We've
always, like you guys, been interested in the other cultures, other art forms, music. It's like obviously being interested in our own identity, but everything. But loads of people are just. I think people are not engaged in that way. Like they don't care. You know?
And also, there's a lot of fear currently in current politics about the other.
Yeah.
And that just the more that manifests, the more it's harder for people like us even to be listened to by certain audiences.
Yeah.
And you guys actually. So like, you know, there's still so much work to be done. But things like here, like being at the Fringe and knowing that you can like code little bits of politics into your show and messaging and just make random people from all across the country laugh. It's just joyful.
Yeah.
How is it? Are you enjoying getting like in-person feedback as opposed to putting the podcast out and then we're episode 24 or something, so we're half a year in or something like that, and it feels like you record it and then it just sort of goes into a computer and like we share, I share it on the story, but then it's so interesting. It's like quite a long feedback loop when someone might
finally messages you,
or comes up to you and goes, oh, but listen, like a couple of people here have been like, I listened to the podcast, and I've been like, oh yeah, I forgot that we did that. There's people on the other side. Like this isn't just a catch up with us. Like actually it is for people. So have you enjoyed having so much? Or, well, you've been doing shows for a while, but like
I love it. Like it's just because we have got trolled for it, and so I love it. We had a girl yesterday who came to the show and cried when she hugged us, and she was just like, I've not seen anything like this, and you guys are cool. And we're like, you're cool. We're all cool, and we all started crying and then hug each other. So I love the kind of immediate feedback, and people are always surprised by us. I really think people think we're shit, and then they come and see us.
Or they come and expect us to be doing a podcast on stage, or something as close to a podcast on stage as possible, and it's just not that. Like it's like lots of improvisational chat as you would do in a podcast, but it's very curated.
Right.
Yeah.
Like we have something to say and we really want to say it in this very specific way.
Yeah.
We've not had anyone come up to us and like yell at us or troll us to our face, but it's all been, when people have come up to us, it's been really positive and really encouraging.
Great.
So I love it.
I think if anyone was sort of confused about the intention or the message of your show, I think the ending where you sort of read out those letters and stuff clears up everything. Obviously, as a show, yes, you talk about white people, you talk about all sorts of things, but also you guys do talk so much about yourselves and like your own journey. And I think the name of the show, Mama Told Me Not to Come, and then the ending kind of almost is like, yes, this is like something that we want people to come to. Obviously, that's why we're doing it. We want white people to come. We want all these different types of people to come. But ultimately, it's kind of like, it feels at the end very poignant and about like your own journeys and your own accepting your, like you were saying, like it's kind of, when you think about like internalized misogyny and internalized homophobia and stuff, like I can't even imagine like internalized racism or those types of things. And I feel when you're kind of going like I'm 40 and I'm still, I might be unpacking, I might at 60 go, fucking hell, that's another thing. And I feel the ending does make it, I mean, I was crying and I was literally like, fuck them, what the fuck? Like,
but it was a comedy show.
Sorry.
I was laughing.
You think it's comedy, but it's like,
what the fuck? But I don't know, there was something, I felt at the end, I was like, that's such a good thing to end on, because it's like, yes, this has been for you. Yes, we've been vulnerable. And then, but actually it's, do you know what I'm trying to say?
I think the truth is like brutal honesty that we did in our podcast, where it was like no filtered telling you what we watch on porn vibe, which is like super personal kinks and desires. With that level of brutal honesty, for us has come some brutal sacrifice.
Right.
And we couldn't pretend like it was all okay, because like life is not all okay. And we hate any of our, especially our younger Asian female audience, coming and sitting there and being like, whoa, these women are like amazing role models for us, without realizing that we are real people and see our humanity and see our pain as well, because
absolutely
everybody still has pain, everyone carries it, and we just want to make sure everyone in our audience knows that we can be both things at once.
And life isn't, it's not a Disney happily ever after. No. Like the truth is the truth of what you'll see when you come to the show. I mean, it's the ending. It's what we say to our mothers, but it's like, I hate this word, work in progress, but like we're all a work in fucking progress, aren't we? And you think you're gonna get one ending, which is the big number, and it's like, no, we're still working through this shit. And some days we're happy and we've got our shit figured out, and some days we don't. And we could have ended it the other way, but the real truth is this. This is the real truth.
But also it fits in nicely with the show, because in the show there's lots of like wrong turns. Like you think it's going to go this way and then it goes this way.
Yeah.
And then it feels like exactly we just continue taking people on this quite pacey. You don't know where you're going to end up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, at the end of the day, you're children with parents.
Yeah.
And that's something that everyone is.
Yeah.
So, this is this is our show. These are our stories. This is our experience. You might really relate. You might be an audience member who's watching and kind of being like, wasn't that a romp?
Yeah.
Or, wasn't
Yeah,
that,
yeah.
I love that sketch they did. And at the end, it's like, actually, no, we are just Poppy and Rubina.
Yeah.
We're children of parents.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And everyone can get
Everyone is a
something.
child of someone.
Everyone can
Yeah.
get something from those letters, which was very, it was super poignant. What are we doing tonight? What are we eating? What did you have for breakfast?
What did you have for
breakfast?
So I had
Code switch.
I had a baked egg, which was supposed to be vegetarian, but I added beef brisket to it.
Oh, wow.
And then I ordered a side of haggis and black pudding.
Oh my God.
And then I had a cruffin.
Wow.
Oh my
you've had a
God,
big
this is-
breakfast.
What's a cruffin?
Cruffin is a muffin and a croissant rolled into one.
What the
sounds
hell?
incredible.
Where?
Wow.
The milk. Oh, it's not the BBC. The Milkman.
Oh yeah, the milkman.
The Milkman.
It's good there.
Yeah, really good. And they had this thing over the pastries, this like little fly windmill thing.
Oh, yeah.
To keep the flies away. I'd never seen it before in my life.
High quality.
What did you have for breakfast?
I had granola and milk.
Yeah.
Boring.
Yeah, my kids have gone home, so I'm now a free woman for a
Okay,
week.
yes.
So, and
we'll
the-
miss them, but Godspeed.
Yeah,
safe journey.
exactly that vibe. And that was all they left me. So I just finished it sadly in my empty house thinking, I can have a wank now.
Yeah.
No, period.
And
Yeah.
did you?
I didn't have another one today because I started my period yesterday, but I realised I'm wearing white trousers. I'm going through this thing every minute where I'm like, have I leaked on this chair? I haven't. Don't worry, I did. Sorry. He's like, oh my God.
Oh.
Please don't leak on this chair.
But that's just what you have when you're on your period. You always think you're leaking everywhere.
God, it's hell.
When you're not, you're just like paranoid leaking because you're a tap, basically.
Oh no. Well, I can be your spotter.
Thanks. I wore something longer. It was a mistake. White trousers. I don't know what I was thinking.
Yeah.
I just thought, my bum looks great in this today. I'm going to wear it. And then I have to cover it.
Kids
Yeah.
are gone. Get
Bum
the
is
jeans,
out.
get the jeans to make the bum look good.
Yeah, exactly.
Did you guys have an interesting breakfast?
I had a pretty sort of sad one. It wasn't sad. It was delicious. It was kind of brunch. I had just some chicken wraps, but I
What, at home?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but
Are you going to share the recipe?
I love food. I love flavor. I love if it's being made by me for me. I have a very low threshold for like this needs to taste weird, like exciting.
Okay.
So it is a
So you
tortilla
can
wrap.
theoretically eat anything.
Yeah, I don't need to
Zhuzh it up.
Like
Yeah.
if it's just me for me, and I actually get so stressed when I'm cooking for somebody else because I'm going to be like,
It needs to be perfect.
yeah, and like, I'm like, truly when I'm cooking for me, it's a tortilla wrap and a slice of chicken.
Yeah.
But so then when I'm trying to cook for someone else, I'm like, oh my God, like let's put this in it. I get so stressed when I make other people's hot drinks because like I can drink a coffee that's like pretty low qual.
Yeah.
Like, I will just get it done. But then when someone's like, can you make me a coffee? I'm like, okay,
Get the
let's get
grinder
milk
out.
frother.
Get the frother out. I've got 4 types of milk.
Yeah, what do you need? And then was like, just make me a coffee. It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I just had some like chicken wraps.
Okay, fine.
But I'm trying to enjoy the food truck stuff, and then like when I can, just like keep it like
Oh my God, we've been
simple, bare
eating
minimum.
food. What about you, Elizabeth? Do you have anything nice for breakfast?
I sort of fucked up.
Oh no.
I was
What did you
meeting
do?
my aunt. We have family here, and I was meeting my aunt at 11:30. My girlfriend called me at like sort of 11:05 and was like, "Get the hell up!" And I was like, "Oh, sort of wake up in this terrible, horrible hotel room." Anyway, came into town, met up with her, had a protein bar on the way here,
That's it.
That's
and a liter of water.
Oh,
But
okay.
when you guys leave, I'm probably sort of gonna just eat like a
eat-
small elephant or
Yeah,
something, and
yeah,
just
yeah.
really.
If that's all you've eaten all day, that's really impressive.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we'll just like as we sort of
Fade
talk,
into
slowly.
Just
Yeah.
fade.
Yeah. But I'm going to make up for it afterwards. And that's not typical for me. Normally I'm sort of a
You're like a
breakfast queen.
I've got my best friend in town.
Nice.
And I've just brunched out. I'm also hemorrhaging money. Don't know about you guys.
I know.
What the hell?
I'm just
Yeah.
there's
Crazy
good
up here.
brunch spots.
So many. Also, Edinburgh is so unlike London. You guys both live in London, right?
Yeah.
So unlike London, where it's like there's like fucking Pretz, Itsu, Starbucks, Pretz, Itsu, Starbucks. There's loads of independent shops and cafes here.
Yeah.
Which is nice.
Gorgeous.
But there's nowhere or less. Whereas London, there's like a Pret on every. So if you like, I just need like a banana and like a couple of those rice cakes to get me to my next thing.
Yeah.
Or I need like just one of those like pots.
Yeah.
Just something. There's very few like just grab and goes.
Grab and goes is so true.
So it's a lot of gorgeous little independence support.
Yeah. But we
need more just grabs and
Yeah, and the
a couple more
service
grabs
is slow
and goes.
there because everyone serving you has their own Edinburgh Fringe show that they're writing. So they're like, oh my God, do you have a show? I'm an actor. And you're like, cool, can I just get the soup, please?
Yeah.
And I don't like it about myself, but when you go into a gorgeous independent coffee shop where everyone's having
They
a
got
nice
no
time,
sense
take
of
it easy,
urgency.
I'm like,
They got no sense of
we need
urgency.
to just whiz me up a thing Americano, but I'm trying to like, hey, take it down again. Look at this gorgeous. But I'm like something a couple of times I've just been like, next one, and I'm like,
yeah. I'm in no sense of urgency.
Yeah.
No sense of urgency.
None.
Yeah. No, I get that.
I did sit down and have like a coffee in a cafe here the other day, and I was like, I don't know the last time I actually like did that, because I do feel in London it's like you're getting a coffee on the way to go to something, and you're late.
Yes,
Yeah.
and you're late.
Yeah.
And you
On the
still get that coffee even though you're late.
Oh, yeah.
And then you turn up to the meeting like, I'm sorry, I'm late.
Yeah. Rattling the ice.
Yeah. Sorry, I had to get the iced latte, didn't I? Lol.
Yeah, exactly that.
No, but I love it here. It's just, it's just been wild. Like,
There are more performers than actual punters.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
But that's kind of also fun because you just
Yeah.
go to other people's stuff.
When you're
Yeah.
flyering in a little spot and there's like more flyers, you're like,
Oh my God, apparently the Flyers at Underbelly are having I love the story.
yeah, this is
They're having a like party tomorrow for all the Flyers, like
Okay,
for like
yeah.
a drinking party for the Flyers.
It's gonna be a
And it's
rager.
fancy dress.
Yeah.
And two of them are going as us.
Oh my God, I love that.
That's so
In the-
cool.
iconic.
Yeah.
Because we all fly beside them every day for our show, so they're just like those guys.
They're like,
Yeah.
They're like, I got something pink and green, like matching what we wear. We're like, oh wow, just don't brown up because that would be offensive.
Yeah. Next question. Yeah. I love the
The sentiment sounds good.
Yeah.
but,
There is some boundaries there. Yeah. I did love what you guys are wearing on stage. The sort of green.
we were like, we could have gone full Indian, but the problem is we're already. Well,
We are
I'm
Indian.
Bangladeshi.
We need to wear Indian stuff to make us look more Indian. I've actually gone full Indian today, but like, you can see that. I think when we were thinking about what we wanted to wear, we wanted to look really stupid and quite like childish. And we were kind of inspired by the 118, 118 guys.
Do you remember the 118 men?
Yeah.
When you find out the origin story of shit, you're just like, wow, these guys really are stupid.
Those two had must have got a big payout from the ads. And do you remember what was the guy who did the Halifax?
Harold with the glasses.
He must be living it up somewhere now.
Oh my God.
I
Well,
hope
it's like that
so.
Jet 2 holiday lady who's now in the bloody clubs being like, get your Jet 2 holiday. I'm like, where was I probably at the Fringe when all of that happened? Like, why did that become big?
yeah.
I just can't
It just,
understand.
just went like viral on TikTok.
It's a UK directory inquiry service.
Oh, it's
Directory inquiry.
Do you remember when we had to have them before the interweb?
I know. Yellow pages.
As the yellow pages.
Where are the yellow pages? Where are they?
They
Our
must still be out there.
business.
There's like an app now. There's a Yellow Page app. So you can still do it, but I think it's futile.
Isn't that
Why?
odd though? So we used to just have a book of everyone's phone number.
Yeah, I know.
Isn't that mad?
Yeah,
And you used to like
Well,
prank
actually, now
call
we
people.
could
We
just
had all this
stalk
time.
people on Instagram now instead. Actually, we still have it.
Yeah, exactly.
We're just really efficient with it now,
Yeah.
aren't we?
Instagram's the new phone book, but we have pictures and like all of their home details as well.
more intrusive.
Also,
Bad.
people give up so much of their life on Instagram, don't they?
So much more.
No one cares about privacy anymore.
No one cares. I don't care.
You really don't care.
I really don't care.
ChatGPT knows everything about you.
Knows
I
everything.
really worry about that.
Oh, really?
And your
Do-
relationship with ChatGPT is quite crazy.
Well, actually, Me and her have had a cool down since Edinburgh Fringe.
really? Okay.
Yeah, I've literally with you, and there is no time. We wake up doing something, and then we fly it. Then it's a show. Then we get shit faced. Then we try and watch another show. Then we eat from a food truck. Then we get shit faced. Then we go to sleep, and then we do the same thing again the next day.
Love. I mean, there's again.
You look so lost saying they would do the same thing again.
It's because I'm like, am I going to be doing this today? I don't know if I've got the energy to do this today, but probably yes.
Yeah. As the days go on, I feel at the festival, you're like, oh, is that? You're like, maybe I'll go on a walk. Maybe I'll do that. But then when you get into the routine, you go, let's just let the sails take
People love a rhythm. People love a routine.
And this time next week, we won't be here.
Yeah, exactly.
And we won't be getting shit-faced and eating from food trucks. So while we have it.
Well,
last night was funny. We went to go see some like late night comedy, and you were doing that thing where you were like laughing into your hand, so you could also stifle a yawn. Yeah. So bad.
That's a move, actually.
Well, it really is, and I know that he could see me doing it. That's the
We're
thing.
in the front row as
and then I
well.
looked over at you, and you were just like, "Cover your mouth! Cover your mouth! What are you doing? This is so embarrassing."
so bad. I'm so tired.
Yeah, no, it is.
And I went to see an amazing show called the Anti-Yoga. She was incredible, but I was just like, it lasted like 5 seconds. But I'm so tired.
The dark room
and the dark room and the kind and the cozy and the warmth.
Yeah, and you're sat down, forced to sit down,
and you're just like,
and
you're not on your phone, so you're not just. You
And
know,
also because like stand-up comedy is not TikTok.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like you've actually got to like listen to a story that might be longer than a minute to get to a punchline. So you're like,
Let me concentrate.
oh god.
yeah, I've decided stand-up comedy should be 2 minutes.
Yeah.
I've got to so many stand-up comedy shows. I'm like, oh my god, is this an hour? It used to be 45 minutes. I
But
can't.
it's so interesting, like you're probably seeing this like rhythmically how a person does stand-up dependent on what their background is. So we saw Shabazz Ali.
Shabazz
Amazing.
says.
So we saw what Shabazz says from his TikTok fame do his hour yesterday, and it's like so dynamic and really fast paced, and like kind of matches his internet persona. It's really good. And then we went to see someone who's much more traditional stand-up, which is like much more like raconteur style storytelling, and like you have to pay attention. You know, and like he didn't have any visuals or anything. We were just like,
It was just him and the mic, and
him and the mic.
is that it?
The purest form, right? That's it.
We're so greedy now. We're so spoiled. Like,
Well, I got at least have a slideshow.
Yeah, come on. A lighting change.
Yeah, exactly.
Something.
how's this August going?
It's going good.
Okay, good.
Yeah, it's going good. Yeah, working in progress, got my notebook on stage, but doing lots of crowd work and like being like, I'm going to try this tonight. Didn't work. And then I'm going to try this tonight. That did work. And like, come back next year. This will be really good.
Do you not find the London crowd and the Edinburgh Fringe crowd, they're two different species. They're not.
Yeah.
They're
In
not.
what sense? What are we saying are the differences here?
I feel London crowds maybe they've come, they haven't seen 6 other things that day.
Right.
So often people might be a bit sort of discoed out, laughing sometimes if you have a later show.
Like zombied out a bit.
Yeah, or just...
But I also feel a London crowd, like they get your Londonness or your cityness or the references.
Totally.
I think an international crowd, you're at ground zero in terms of what people find funny and humour.
Yeah.
But I guess what I'm saying about an Edinburgh, this is the pro of an Edinburgh crowd over a London crowd. They are much more willing to do stuff. Edinburgh crowd are like, talk to me.
Yeah.
Throw a ball at my face.
Yeah.
Get a cock in my mouth. Yeah. They're much more up for it. Whereas a London crowd, I mean, Londoners are still Londoners, so it's like,
Yeah, they can be a bit more,
they're
a bit more reserved, a bit cooler sometimes.
A bit cooler. Whereas an Edinburgh Fringe crowd, they're like, yeah, fuck it, I'm up for it.
Yeah.
That's one of the big notes we got actually from...
But also Scottish people are divine.
Yeah.
They are
They are
so
the
lovely.
best people.
Like I was on the train yesterday and I was looking a bit sleepy and someone walked past and I was with a friend, but we were both just like zoning out and he just was like, are you right, hen?
Yeah.
And I was like, that just would never happen anywhere else in the world. Thank you so much for saying that. I'm absolutely fine. This hen is working fine. She's tired, but she's
Scottish
good.
people and Irish people are just incredible.
So lovely.
Lovely.
I love them so much. Yeah.
I was kind of like daydreaming on the bus and someone went, are you getting off, pal? And I was like, no, I'm not.
Thanks for looking out.
Thanks for looking out. She was like, well, stop it. Are you getting off? I'm like, no.
That would just never happen in London.
No, they'd be like, that, fuck you. Yeah, I'm getting off. Yeah.
They'll steal your phone.
Yeah.
Bye, see you later.
This has been a delight Thank you so much for being here, both of you.
Thank you for having us, by the way. We love
so
you guys.
much.
No, we love you.
coming.
Thank you for coming. Your show, this is coming out before your show in London. So 10th of September?
9th.
9th of September.
9th of September.
Brown Girls Do It Too. Mama told me not to come at Soho Walthamstow.
Soho Theatre Walthamstow.
Soho Theatre Walthamstow from September 9th to the 13th. And we are on at 7 or 7:30. But I mean, just go to the
Amazing.
website.
Amazing. So
Incredible.
don't miss that. And listen to the podcast.
And we're on socials at Brown Girls Do It Too as well.
Fabulous.
We're so fucking shit at advertising us. We always get it wrong. Is it 7:30? 7:30? I don't know.
Yeah,
just
just
come.
be
You
there.
guys
Yeah,
have that.
Walthamstow,
We'll see
just be
that.
Go to
there.
the yellow pages.
Yeah. Find your Yellow Pages book and find the girls. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you.
And thanks for listening. Love you, Elizabeth. Love you, everyone. Love everyone. Thanks, Alex. Love, love, love. Bye.
Just before bed is good for your head. What you gonna do? Stay hydrated.